Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so excited because I am going to be teaching you how to make this amazing, delicious, easy sugar cookie recipe. What I love about this recipe is you don't have to put it in the refrigerator and wait for any period of time before you can start cutting your cookies out. So anyway, this is just the perfect recipe. So I'm gonna get started. The first thing that you need is you're just gonna take a cup of butter. And so I've got 2 sticks of butter softened. And then you're just gonna add 1 cup of sugar. And you're gonna mix this up. Until it becomes creamy. And I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, it's almost there. Turn it just a little bit. All right, let me let you see what it looks like. So it's just like this. It's all creamy in there. And next, we're just gonna add 1 egg. I'll put this in here. I'm gonna add this. And then you need 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then you mix that up. I'm gonna grab my spatula. And I'm gonna kind of use my spatula to get everything down into my bowl. All right, mix this up a little bit longer. Okay. So again, it just looks nice and creamy. All right, now you're just gonna add your dry ingredients. So all you need is 2 3/4 cups of flour. And I wanna mention about this measuring cup. I've had a few people that are a little confused about, they feel like this is a liquid measuring cup. And what's cool is they now have the liquid and the dry combined. And so you've got measurements on the side, and what's really cool is on the inside right here, you've also got your measurements there. So this is a combination one. And if you love it and you would like one because you don't have one, you can go on my website and just look at, there's a little menu that says favorites, and it will have these measuring cups there, and you can order from there. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of baking powder and just mix this up. Now while that's mixing up, I'm just gonna move everything away because now we can just start to roll it out and then cut our cookies. And when you make your sugar cookies, I'm gonna stop this for just a second and I'm gonna let you look. Because right now, you might get worried. If you've never made this before, you might be a little worried because it's gonna start to look really crumbly first before it turns into the dough that you want it to be. So when you're watching it and you're like, I don't know, it looks really crumbly, that means you're doing right. Okay. sides of the bowls, you know that it's getting really close, okay? So it's gonna end up into one kind of big ball. And then it's ready. Okay, I think it's ready. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay. Do you see how it's cleaned the bowl? Like there isn't really anything on the sides. And now this dough is ready to work with. It's so awesome. So let me move this out of the way. Okay. I'm gonna put a little bit of flour down on my countertop. I'll move this down so you can see. I'm not gonna put very much, just a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna sprinkle some flour on my hands so I can work with it. All right. I'm just gonna take my cookie dough out. Okay. Can you see how easy that is? Oh my gosh, it's so great. I'm gonna roll it in a little bit of a ball. Then I'm just gonna pat it a little bit with my flour. All right. And now I'm gonna roll it out. I like my sugar cookies to be a little bit thick. Okay, oops. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of flour to my rolling pin because it's starting to stick a little bit. I've preheated my oven to 350. And again, if you notice that your dough is just sticking a little bit, just add a little bit of flour, just a little, to your rolling pin. And you can even, like you saw me, I put a little bit on the top, just a tiny bit. Okay. All right. Now with this recipe, you don't need to grease your cookie sheet, okay? I'm just gonna put my cookie sheet right here and I'll move everything down so you can see again. All right. But I've got these really great big cookie cutters. And I'm just gonna cut my cookies out, and I'm gonna shake it just a little bit, jiggle it just a little bit. Okay, so we got some stars, and then I'm gonna do some snowflakes. And of course you wanna try to maximize the amount of cookie dough that you have. I have a little round, this is a biscuit cutter. And I want some circles because I want some little sugar cookie circles. Okay. And then you just are going to lift off. Let me scoot you up a little bit more. Okay. Scoot this over a little bit. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of get these extra pieces away. All right. And then you're gonna, Okay, so my video stopped for some reason, and so I'm just gonna pick up where it left off, and it was where I was cutting out the little sugar cookies. So I'm gonna start there at that part, okay? So I'm just gonna continue on. So I'm gonna cut me some more little snowflakes. I'm gonna cut some circles, a few more circles. I think I'm gonna give me a big star right here on this part. All right. Then I just use my spatula and I get away all these little extra pieces, and then you just scoop it up gently and you put it on your cookie sheet, okay? Again, you just scoop it up gently and put it on your cookie sheet. Now, when I bake my cookies, we're gonna bake them for, I start out around 8 to 10 minutes, okay? And you don't want your cookies to turn brown. You just want them to be kind of a little brown on the edges. I like mine soft. I love a good soft cookie. And if you bake these for 8 to 10 minutes, they should be just perfect. And I just put some in the oven, so I'm so excited that they're ready now. And we'll take these out and we'll look at them. Okay. These look good. All right, look. They look so good. They're starting to turn a little bit brown on the edges. And so now I'm gonna take and put these other cookies in. And I think I'm gonna do these for 10 minutes because I think that's what I put these in for. So it should be so great. So I'm gonna let these cool and I'm gonna decorate them, and then I'll be back so you guys can see the finished product, okay? You guys take care. I'll see you soon. Okay, I am back, and really I let the cookies stay in the oven for like 12 minutes. It was the perfect time. So now I'm just gonna show you, I'm just gonna frost them, and I made it easy on myself and just bought the frosting already made. And so here is my cute little snowflake, and I'm just gonna put my frosting on this. I'm gonna spread it as best I can. And right. And then I actually have some of these little, they are just little snowflakes, and I'm gonna put them on just kind of all over. And the sanding sugar that I love so much, I don't know where I have been with the sanding sugar. I'm sure that you guys have maybe seen it, but it's sparkly sugar, and it comes in all kinds of different colors. So I'm gonna take my little sanding sugar and I'm gonna do this over a little jelly roll pan so that I can save some of, you know, I don't want to waste it all over, and then I can kind of scoop this up and put it back in. But here is my little snowflake, and then my little round one, kind of like an ornament. But just if you just want just a little cute sugar cookie with yummy frosting on it, it's kind of my favorite. And then I've got these, and I'm gonna move this over, and I'm just gonna sprinkle these on the top. And they look so festive, okay? And then I've got my star. So I'm gonna put my star, my frosting on my star. Of course, if you want to, you can color your frosting. Just a couple of little drops of food coloring would be perfect. And so that one is like that. And then I've got these little star little sprinkles. And I'm not going to be as perfect just placing them on. I think I'll just kind of let them just fall where they do. And I think it's really cute. Okay. All right. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll really try them, because these cookies are so good. And I think what I'll do is I'm going to try this cookie. These are so good. Just the right amount of a little butter, thickness, sweetness. So good, so easy. So I hope you'll try it. Let me know how it goes. If you guys make any of my recipes, be sure and send me some pictures, because we are posting them on my Instagram page at Miss Annie's Home and Kitchen. Also,